Starfield Mystic first. Pretty good blockers. Let's see how this Muxus hits for the second time. Oh lord. Ethereal Absolution, so good! Hey everybody, welcome back, and thanks for taking the time out of your day to watch a little bit of Hello Good Game and Magic the Gathering Arena. We are playing with Overwhelming Splendor today, a mythic rare from Amonkhet, which means the video is historic. This is an enchantment or a curse for 8, a little expensive, but a very powerful card. Creatures enchanted player control lose all abilities and have base power and toughness of 1/1. Enchanted player can't activate abilities that aren't mana abilities or loyalty abilities. So this is a great lockdown effect onto your opponents, and we are comboing it with Ethereal Absolution. Creatures your opponent control get -1/-1. So if all of their base power and toughness are 1/1, and we put -1 effects on everything, they can't exist. We'll have a clean board state for us to while out on. So that is the top end combo within the deck, the Dream Finisher. We do have another combo built within the deck through Demonic Pact for 4, another enchantment. At the beginning of your upkeep, choose one that hasn't been chosen. Demonic Pact deals 4 damage to any target and you gain 4 life. Target opponent discards 2 cards, you draw 2 cards, and finally you lose the game. So we can get those first 3 triggers free of charge and then sacrifice it with Doom Foretold. At the beginning of each player's upkeep, that player sacrifices a non-land, non-token permanent. So similar to the Treacherous Blessing, drawing us cards, then being sacrificed with the Doom Foretold to keep it in board state, we're also doing that with Demonic Pact, which is another mythic enchantment from Amonkhet. So this is a very powerful deck, and we are using our idyllic tutors to search our library for whichever enchantment card we need, because it is an enchantment based deck. If you find any value within the video, I really encourage you to go ahead, give it a thumbs up. It looks much better once it's turned blue, and share the channel out to a friend. It's a really cool way to help my channel grow, which I'd be really appreciative of, so thank you kindly. We're gonna get into the deck list, breaking it down in its entirety. What do all of the individual cards do? Why are they good? Why are they maybe bad in certain situations? What things do we need to avoid, and what things do we need to capitalize on? Then we're going to talk about the strategies and synergies. How do all of those individual cards come together to form a really well-working, coherent archetype? Then we're going to watch some gameplay footage, break down all the play lines and interactions we can find between this deck and the rest of the Amonkhet historic meta. It's not enough to know how your deck works. You need to know how it works against the other decks in the environment or the meta game as well, right? Capitalizing on certain interactions and defending against others, that kind of shenanigans. And then finally, we have my closing thoughts, talking about the deck, potential changes that we want to make to it, just channel plans, and just a general lifestyle vlog of mine that you guys have been enjoying, and some of you just don't care about. So links for everything down in the description below. We also have timestamps if you want to jump to a specific part of the video, maybe skip past this or that or whatever your heart's desire happens to be. So again, if you find any value within this video, I really encourage you to give it a thumbs up and share to a friend. Let's get into it. Overwhelming Splendor is a Orzhov prison within Historic, playing best of 1 today. The deck list starts out with 4 copies of Starfield Mystic. Just had to make sure we recorded there. It's a 2/2, and enchantment spells you cast cost 1 less to cast. Whenever an enchantment you control is put into the graveyard from the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on Starfield Mystic. So we're running an enchantment-based deck. Reducing the cost of those enchantments is awesome, and a lot of these enchantments will be removed from the battlefield pretty consistently. So we're going to be getting +1/+1 counters on Starfield Mystic as well, which is great. So not only is it what I call a reverse ramp or spell cost reduction, but it also can become a formidable presence on the board as well. 4 copies of the Birth of Meletis. Now this is an enchantment, and we talked about enchantments leaving the battlefield. The sagas do just that organically. You don't have to sacrifice them. They'll just leave on their own. When it enters the battlefield, search your library for a basic plains card, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle your library. On the following upkeep, create a 0/4 colorless wall artifact creature token with Defender, and then finally you gain 2 life and sacrifice the Birth of Meletis. Into our 3 drops, we have 2 copies of the Oath of Kaya, a legendary enchantment. When it enters the battlefield, it deals 3 damage to any target and you gain 3 life. We don't have any planeswalkers for our opponent to be attacking, so we can just ignore the second section of text here, which is whenever an opponent attacks a planeswalker you control with one or more creatures, Oath of Kaya deals 2 damage to that player and you gain 2 life. We have a single copy of Bontu's Last Reckoning, sorcery speed, destroy all creatures, land you control don't untap during your next untap. So this is a easy field wipe off the start. And again, if your opponent has flooded the field with their whole hand, they don't have any cards in hand, what harm is it to have, your lands not tap or untap next turn, right? So if you can gain the advantage, this is a great way to do it. We've got Cry of the Carnarium for 3 as well, but that's only -2/-2. And the historic meta is powerful, and it's not uncommon to, by turn 3, have creatures out that are much powerful than 2/2, just based on even Anthem effects from the elves, for example. Anywho, 3 copies of Treacherous Blessing, another enchantment. When Treacherous Blessing enters the battlefield, draw 3 cards, sign me up. Whenever you cast a spell, you lose 1 life. Whenever Treacherous Blessing becomes the target of a spell or ability, sacrifice it. 3 copies of Idyllic Tutor, sorcery speed, search your library for an enchantment card, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle your library into our 4 drops. 2 copies of Settle the Wreckage at instant speed, so that's quite nice. Exile all target attacking creatures, or not targets. Exile all attacking creatures target player controls. There we go. That player may search their library for that many basic land cards. Put those cards into the battlefield tapped and shuffle your library. Some pros and cons here. Pros, it's exile. Con, it's target player, so they can give themselves hexproof. And that could fizzle the spell potentially, and that is a big old bummer. And then they also get to search their library for that many lands, which could potentially light the fire underneath of them as well. So kind of a situational card, but the fact that you're able to instant speed exile all of the attackers for 4, that's absolutely gorgeous. 4 copies of Wrath of God, sorcery speed, destroy all creatures they can't be regenerated. 4 copies of Extinction Event, also sorcery speed, choose odd or even, exile each creature with converted mana cost of the chosen value. 2 copies of Demonic Pact, enchantment, at the beginning of your upkeep, choose one that hasn't been chosen. Demonic Pact deals 4 damage to any target and you gain 4 life. Target opponent discards 2 cards, you draw 2 cards, and finally you lose the game. 4 copies of Doom Foretold, an enchantment spell. At the beginning of each player's upkeep, that player sacrifices a non-land, non-token permanent. If that player can't, they discard a card, they lose 2 life, you draw a card, you gain 2 life, and you create a 2/2 white knight creature token with vigilance. Then you sacrifice Doom Foretold. For 8, we have 1 copy of Overwhelming Splendor, an enchantment. Enchanted player loses, or enchanted player's creatures lose all abilities and have a base power and toughness of 1/1. Enchanted player can't activate abilities that aren't mana or loyalty abilities. Ethereal Absolution, another enchantment. Creatures you control get +1/+1. Creatures your opponents control get -1/-1. And for 4, instant speed, exile target card from opponent's graveyard. If it was a creature, you may create a 1/1 white and black spirit creature token with flying. We also have Athreos Shroud-Veiled ×1, a 4/7 with indestructible. As long as your devotion to white and black is less than 7, Athreos isn't a creature, and at the beginning of your end step, put a coin counter on another target creature. Whenever a creature with a coin counter on it dies or is put into exile, return that card into the battlefield under your control. So that's actually quite nice, considering all of the exiles and wipes we have within the deck. These spells are accompanied by a single Castle Ardenvale, 7 plains, a single Castle Locthwain, 7 swamps, 4 Godless Shrines, and 4 isolated chapels. That's the deck list. Let's break down some of the strategies and synergies within the deck here. We talked at the start a little bit about the big game combos through Overwhelming Splendor and Ethereal Absolution, through Demonic Pact, through Doom Foretold. But there's some little workarounds to get there, a little easier, right? Starfield Mystic is going to reduce the cost of these enchantments. This is a stackable ability. So the more Starfields we get in play, the cheaper and the sooner we can lay in some of these powerful cards. Ethereal Absolution can be reduced to 2, Overwhelming Splendor can be reduced to 4, potentially, again, with 4 copies of the Mystic. So that's really, really nice. And then we also have, a lot of situational stuff, like Treacherous Blessing, if we don't have the mana curve that we're looking for already, or if we're just looking to stack permanents with Doom Foretold. Doom Foretold is probably the main engine of the deck, right? For the fact that you can sacrifice Demonic Pact and Treacherous Blessing. The rest of the enchantments, it's big time removal for your opponent's creatures as well. So your Idyllic Tutor primarily takes your Doom Foretold, right, to get the engine going. If it's not grabbing that and you need to draw, probably Treacherous Blessing. Demonic Pact is not a bad call either, because you get to draw 2 cards, right? Not 3, but 2, still pretty good. But then you also get all of these additional effects. So really focus on getting your Doom out first, and then lay in with your Blessing and your Pact on top of it, and then just build your way into Idyllic Tutor, or if you can grab these organically from your deck. There's not really much to it. Ramp, survive, crush your opponent. Birth of Meletis is great. It's an enchantment, and it pulls you a land, and it pulls you a defender, and it gains you life, which is really, really nice, considering Treacherous Blessing could leech us of said life. Oath of Kaya can gain a little bit of that life back as well. You know, even the Doom Foretold gains a little bit of life, which is nice. So there's a tiny bit of life gain, and not a lot. And the main thing that you need to remember, I guess, is in best of 1, you have to pretend that you're always playing against an aggro deck. Even when you're looking at your draw hand before you've seen whatever they do, you have to envision them playing mono red goblins. So you're prioritizing your hand as such, which equals, you know, Wrath of God, Extinction Event, Settle the Wreckage. You need to have some removal early game to disrupt the aggro decks. Oath of Kaya is great. Even Bontu's Last Reckoning, perchance, and the Birth of Meletis is pretty cool as well, because you get the defender and then gain that life. So prioritize your draw hands as if you were playing against an aggro matchup, which means removal, removal, removal. And then again, if you can pull a combo piece, that's great. But your first goal is to survive against the aggro matches. Second goal is get Doom Foretold out with the enchantments underneath of it. And then finally, your Overwhelming Splendor, Ethereal Absolution, to just lock in your opponent, which is quite nice. You know, I wish I could go more in depth to this. We accidentally recorded this with the music, so this is the second time. So I'm sure I'm forgetting things. Castle Ardenvale taps for humans for 5. Locthwain taps to draw cards for 4, plus you gain life. So lose life, sorry. So that's could be good, could be bad. Sometimes it's necessary, but other times you can just end up killing yourself, especially with stuff in the deck like Treacherous Blessing that's always going to deal chip damage. Treacherous Blessing is your first priority to sacrifice with Doom Foretold, and then you have to just sacrifice your Demonic Pact before you lose the game. That's your only priorities, is to make sure that Treacherous Blessing doesn't kill you, Demonic Pact doesn't kill you, and then that your opponent doesn't kill you as well. If you can do that, you just survive, 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 and then you're going to be able to get enough value out to win the game with these dream pieces. So, you know, let's see if we can get the dream combo out today, right? This is a great deck. It does cost 8. Reducing the cost helps. Kind of a pipe dream in Orzhov Prison. However, if your opponent has the resolve to stick around after you've wiped the field 3-4 times on them to allow you to play your 8-drop, then good on them. And that was a great game, right? So thanks for watching. Again, I really appreciate your continued time and attention. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share to a friend. Hit that bell icon so you're notified of all of our future uploads. Join the Discord so you don't miss out on our gem giveaway. We just gave out 120,000 gems. We have another 350,000 gems to give away, so do not miss out on that. We also have free entry, cash prize, monthly tournaments for beginners as well. So just jump in the Discord. Don't miss out on anything. And please, you guys, check out MTGA Arena Assistant. You get metagame analysis, event analysis, deck videos, deck write-ups, literally everything you could ever want. Deck stats on your own collection, etc., etc., etc. The link for that is the Overwolf link in the description below. Go ahead, click that, install it. It's very easy. All you need to do is install it, hit your account here, and then detailed logs, plugin support needs to have that little check mark. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. So let's get into today's gameplay footage. Hope you enjoy. Don't forget to watch to the end so you don't miss out on our deck adjustments, our closing thoughts, and our vlog lifestyle closeout. So appreciate your time. Enjoy. We go first. Again, the Splendor's not supposed to be in our opening hand, and only 2 land isn't good. We'll have to basically top deck only land. Okay, that's a start. Pulling up to 8 is pretty hard. I mean, normally the wipes get you there, but your opponent takes your key pieces, like your tutors, like your Splendors, which is fine. Kind of. I say we just go straight in for some jazz. We have a Doom, so let's take our Pact. We could have taken, you know, Treacherous Blessing. That would have been better. It's a secured drop, plus it draws us cards. So if we whiff here, that's on my behalf. Not quite a whiff, basically, though. We have a Wrath if things get serious. Not overly concerned with Uro yet. Demonic Pact in play. It's quite a bit of value. We're going to start out with that discard. Or will we? Maybe not, because Uro. We will draw 2 cards. That's what we'll start with. Always good value there. Ardenvale in play. Oath of Kaya in play. Stacking those enchantments and stuff for our Doom Foretold. Even though it will probably just immediately fizzle on them. We can get rid of the Ursconta at least. I cannot believe that our combo piece is in the grave. Right? We might want to run 2 sets of that. I'm playing extra matches to try to get you guys that footage, but it's proving difficult. Just nuke that. They're tapped, so the Doom can hit freely. Sacrificing their Ursconta. And look at all these field wipes in a control matchup that begin to add up. And then apparently when we play aggro matches, they're just like not there. Right? Nissa will have to be sacrificed, won't it? Or they can sack their land. Seems weird. Guess it's not a token. Target opponent discards 2 cards. And then we sacrifice our Demonic Pact so we don't lose the game next turn. We are going to destroy the land. And then Nissa has to be doomed next turn. Ten in the grave. We are sacking our Oath of Kaya. They sack their Uro.
My strength fades.
We need another permanent to play is the thing. Nice. That's as good as we could have ever asked for. No counterspell either. Yummy. I wish this tutor would search for the correct thing. Let's take out another Demonic Pact, I guess. Actually, since we couldn't win with our Splendor, let's win with Athreos. Salthai throwing everything they can at us, and it's still not enough. Right, we're just burning through the best cards in the game. Sometimes, right? Obviously, if we can't pull the wipes in the aggro matches, that sucks. And if we can't seem to stack permanents underneath Doom, Some of the longer control matchups suck. Goodbye, Uro. Can be immediately replayed. Treacherous Blessing goes. Athreos is in play. Our opponent discards. Another 2/2 for us. We need to pull some more heaters here. Maybe we should have went with Demonic Pact. Oh my lord.
Power without
Or another Doom, I guess. Because this sucks. +6. Wow.
reality.
Does that suck or what, ladies and gentlemen? It's all Sultan needs, baby. Uno Ugano. Into an Ulamog? Stop it. Takes 2 of our lands. Not a fan of that. Pluses on our token. Ooh, on our body.
Consider this a warning.
10 is even, which, you know, is just groovy. Silly Ugin.
Do not ignore my draconic talents.
Another Uro, which just about gets rid of his grave, and we're ready to hit it with another exile. It's just Ugin is a problem for us. Perhaps some direct removal for Planeswalkers would be very good. Eat 2 Extinction, perchance, right? It's an easy adjustment that would have won us this game, that's for sure.
Consider this a warning.
Right? Playing that land. Ugin's almost ready to -10 on us. Just emptying our field wipes from hand. Why not, right? The only thing that saves us is a Doom Foretold off the top. Which we do have a chance to do. You know, an ideal tutor off the top saves us as well. So there's hope, right? I mean, 10.3 for Doom. And a 3.5 for Idyllic Tutor. So it's not impossible. Big money, big money, big money. This'll help. We can still get it.
Ghost fire.
Big money, big money, big money, big money.
Latest creation.
Big money, big money. Bye-bye, Mr. Ugano. You got close to that -10, let me tell you what. That's as close as it gets at 11. Too bad you couldn't activate at instant speed before the sack. Woo! Woo! We barely make it out of that one. Ooh, let's shake our head. We need that Demonic Pact. We need tutors. I sure wish we had our combo wombo, right? That would be cool. Another odd event. Sure wish we also had our Castle Ardenvale. That would be fun. Our opponent's discarding a card here. We get that 2/2 Knight, so a little bit of offensive capabilities coming online for us. Athreos is gone. That's a win condition. Our Splendor's gone. That's basically a win con. What do we have? Ethereal Absolution can make tokens for us. Starfield Mystic can bash. They have a lot of life, is the thing. They have no graveyard. I don't think any more Ugins left. Or, sorry, they probably have Ugins. They probably don't have any more Uros, though. 1 Uro, 2 Uro. 2 Uros only in exile. I thought we got more than that. They're down to 27. Hydroid Krasis is pretty cool for them. Nissa's hold pretty good value against us as well. I mean, there's Ulamog in here. The Scarab God. So there's definitely heaters in here that we need to be aware of. Maybe they're just ed up. They had the win. They played their Ugin. I was supposed to concede. I didn't. I tried to top deck for 4 turns instead, and it worked out. Right? A little visualization, that's all. They have a lot of timeouts, right? They got 4 timeouts, down to 3 now. Who does this? In Platinum, nonetheless. And I can only assume that it's the internet connection, just like mine would be, right? So, I mean, the dream of the deck remains, right? We've got Ethereal Absolution, which is -1/-1 on everything. And then we have Overwhelming Splendor, which puts all of their stuff to 1/1, and they basically can't do anything else. So it's complete lockout. And then we're using, you know, a little bit earlier of a combo through Demonic Pact, which is just like a busted card. There's so much value within that for 4. And our Doom Foretold, which is great with the Treacherous Blessing. So I think a very strong deck. You know, we may need to take out a few of the field wipes and add in some more single target removal for the Planeswalkers, so we don't have to rely on Doom Foretold, because we got very lucky there. And, you know, if we had other Planeswalker removal in the deck, that would make it a lot friendlier. So we got really lucky, and I'm assuming that they're sitting on just 2 lands. They are highlighting our permanents, so they're here. They're just chilling out within the Rope Town. And you know what that means? We hit him with the hello, good game. If you have an answer, you don't rope, you do it, right? That is some extreme toxicity to have the answer for the play and still rope, right? That would be some serious shenanigans on our opponent's behalf. Cinderesque, representing some of the greatest and brightest of the Magic the Gathering Arena community. Let's see if he's got it. You know, I'm that kind of person who snapcasts almost everything. Never mind when I know I've got the play. So there we go. Via rope for the finale. We didn't get to live the dream, but we get to demonstrate, you know, just how that deck works while trying to achieve it. Our opponent's going first. Our hand, you know, is absolutely outrageous. I think we can keep it, though. 2 tutors is something else, especially if we can land into it. We probably need a field wipe is the thing. Let's see how we make out. Our third land, that's actually really, really nice. It can come in tapped to start. Looking for a field wipe. Always need some sort of protection. We can tutor for Doom, I guess. Okay, a little bit of removal, that's fine. We have our Demonic Pact, which is pretty cool, so we definitely are just looking for our Doom. Let's snag it right here. Sorcery speed, whatever. Our opponent's ramping. Mono black control into Ugin. Doom Foretold for 2. Demonic Pact for 2. Stop it. Okay, not quite. They each cost 3. A bit of a bummer there. Could be worse, I guess. We'll play our Demonic Pact first. Then the first few turns can trigger, right? Let's start hitting in. The only risk here is if our opponent is able to, you know, destroy our Doom Foretold, and then the pack will fizzle on ourselves. But again, just more creature removal, dealing with 3 of our Mystics. Pretty psycho, right? Leave us alone. Lantern, so he's up to 7. Target opponent discards 2 cards, please and thank you. More removals gone. We'll kill Murderous Rider while stacking enchantments. It's better than drawing a land, I feel. We also have a field wipe in hand, so, you know, we're sitting pretty. Mastermind's Acquisition. Oh. In best of 1, going to Wishboard, right? You lose the game. We'll take a double draw here. Oh, yeah, now we're talking. Right, so you see just how much utility we have available to us, and that's a lot of fun. Our opponent has nothing on the board. Let's just grab that land. Another tutor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're super short on all of that land, which is a bummer. So let's just take a blessing, and we're gonna keep our engine going. Right, we need some more land. Our blessing will help us pick that up. Oh, it is big boy Ugin. For 4, does kill everything on my board state. What a guy.
Can be undone.
Let's play our Mystic. We played Doom at Ugin nukes our Mystic and we have to sack Doom. So we're gonna go for the long con here. B-I-N-G-O Thuvkaya. Snagging the dragon himself.
Endings are
Man, that was nice. There's something to be said about keeping a full hand with the ability to draw very aggressively. Golos is annoying, right? We're gonna have to deal with that. Extinction Event on Odd is perfect. We have plenty of life, so we don't really mind taking a few hits from the Blessing. Two Blessings in play, right? That's greedy. Stop it. It's just a lot of value, right? We needed that land, though. Definitely playing our Doom Foretold next turn so we can start to sack these Blessings. Plenty of field wipes ready to go. Secondary Ugins will need to be answered, right? Okay. When they tapped 7 mana there, it's like, well, that's an odd way to go to 8. Murderous Rider. Okay. Let's get that Doom Foretold out like we talked about. We don't take too much more damage. Plays another copy. Right? We'll just pass here. Sacking, I assume, a Lantern. We need to get some jazz out so our opponent doesn't hit that Ugin, right? We need to get rolling. So even if it means dropping this other Blessing, it's going to be worth it. Stop it. We eat a Blessing, obviously. This is what it's all about. Our Athreos. Yes. Yes. Let's play our lands. And I think into another Blessing. Right? We've been so greedy so far. Why stop now? Drank 3 cards here. Don't mind if I do, Hugh. Don't mind if I do. Another tutor. We can look for our secondary Demonic Pact, which is pretty groovy. Sacking another Lantern, I would only assume. So much land on the field. What do you need it all for? No Ugin, no Ugin, no Ugin, no Ugin. 4 life, draw a card. Pretty good. Oh, taps for 8. Don't you dare. Okay, it's a Golos who can immediately use the ability. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Nice. Sacrifice kills indestructible. We get the Reaper back, though, at least. It's very rare for someone to be able to deal with Athreos. Right, especially that easy. Thoughtseize, nice. Takes our tutor. Maybe the Absolution, probably the tutor. It's a hard hand to pick from, right? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Let's kill another Blessing. They're both odd. We'll just grab some life. Goes to his library. Annoying. And I hate it. Let's just nuke Golos. That can't hang around. One, 2 land left is a bummer. We can play to 3. We'll take our toots. Birth of Meletis. What they need is the Ugin. That would really, really help. It's a land. Nice. They still have enough to draw and play, right? 6, 7, 8, 9 land. Available 10 with the lantern. Right? That's a lot of land. They're looking at their graveyard. That's frightening. Yeah. We should start making these Castle Ardenvale tokens to go in for the kill. I think we keep this other Doom because they'll sack the Lantern now. If they pull the Ugin, wipe the field, we can play our other Doom. Then they have to sack the Ugin. Murderous Rider, that's okay. Right, nothing serious there. Lantern's Gonzo. And whatever they play this turn, if anything, will die as well to our Doom. If they double play, we can double Doom. The draw here is good, right? I think most of the damage they've done to themselves, thankfully. They are our win con. Making our 1-1 with Castle Ardenvale. Let's force the discard. A cry. Nothing great. Birth of Meletis can go. Hit for 1. And turn. They sack the Mind Stone for the draw, but if they can't instant speed it, they have to discard it, right? It's the land, so that's fine. We get the draw plus the 2/2, which is actually pretty decent. I think we're getting very close to a full lockout. Another Ugin. And never mind. Wow. So the nice thing here is there's no Chromatic Lanterns in play anymore. So they can't use Golos's ability to search for an Ugin. I guess that's good. Right? More land. I bet they love that land. Right, nice field presence. We're sitting on odds and zeros are evens, so that's going to be really nice for our Extinction Event. We will draw 2 more cards. Yep. Playing our Doom to sack our Pact. And hitting this for odds. Sorry, Golos. Sorry, Rider. Playing the land. And smacking for 3. We can do 4 turn to our opponent next turn with Demonic Pact to close it out. Golos. Oh, taps for 11. 19. 27. So much available mana. Woohoo! That first match was amazing. I don't know if we're ever going to beat that. We'll try. I mean, they did remove our Athreos, which was annoying, but still. Ramp. That's frightening. We do have our wipes, at least. We need to pull that third land. Oh my lord. Stop it. No land. Bummer. Have you ever seen a Doom Foretold for 2? A Demonic Pact for 2 might be better to start the game out with, and then we'll Doom afterwards. But if they nuke our Mystics, then we can't Doom. Pact stuck on the field will lose. Right? That might not be the greatest thing. It's a big boy. Let's take our attack. We're dealing with the ramp. We're dealing with the Gargaroth. Oh, we shouldn't actually have attacked. Wow, that's massive misplay. Okay, they just make the beast. That's... Whew! Thankfully, they didn't draw. Right? So our lands are locked. You know, that's kind of how that goes, right? We need to pull a land here that activates our Settle the Wreckage. Yes. So it's that little bit of sacrifice, but, you know, when they ramp like that, you need an early wipe. Even if it... Ooh, Mox Ember. Nice, bro.
From the smallest ant to the largest.
Holy.
Nature is beautiful.
Oh, wow.
We're fit enough to survive.
Let's snag the Bonder, right? That really helps the ramp, and it allows them to use all that mana to just instant speed creatures on the field. We don't like that. I mean, this Planeswalk. Oh, nice. Another Gargaroth. Big ouchies. So, I would like to see that last card out of their hands.
Stomping time.
Woo! They've a Mox Ember and Vivian in play. We're in trouble. We need this Doom out ASAP. Very quickly we need it out. -5, takes another Gargaroth into the hand and plays it. Gives me the heebie-jeebies. Or just a Carnage Tyrant. Wow.
I'd get out of the way if I were you.
That's a big booty. Let's take that out. Right? What else do they have, though? That's the problem. We're running out of wipes. Just take a turn off. Stop it! Oh, man. This guy's just laying heat in on us.
We're fit enough to survive.
Well, this is over. Sacks the Ember. Goes to 10. Big ouchies. Right? Oh no. And then they didn't distribute the tokens either. Just play more creatures. We need a wipe. We 100% need a wipe. Non-land, non-token. We...
One more arrow.
Oh! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... 8? This is not good. This is not good. They have lethal. Oh no, they already attacked. Elves. That actually saves them. Right, if they... Yeah. Not really, they could sack their Ember too. Good game. There goes the Ember and the Llanowar, or the... Yeah. We tried. We actually did a fairly good job, I think, but, you know, that was a lot of heat in on us pretty consecutively and consistently. I think we will look for more land here, right? 3's nice, and the removal's good. It's Luris, so that's annoying. So I think we'll keep... Wow. Do we toss a land? How risky is that? We need the double plane, so we'll keep that. Toss the swamp. You know, being a little bit greedy here. We gotta have a little bit of fun though, right? Wow. Hashtag Azorius Auras, I'm sure. Yeah. Oh no. This is gonna be a quick loss. Yeah, there's a Spirit Dancer. GG's. We'll use it, if not just as a chump blocker, and we'll probably use our Last Reckoning again. They're gonna flood the field so hard, and we 100% need to rid our life of that Spirit Dancer. Don't shoot there. The draw card here is disgusting. Double draw makes me want to throw up. Oh, indestructible. Nice. Right. That will save it. Awesome! That pushes us back towards our Settle the Wreckage, just taking a turn off now. Instead, let's nuke the pooch. No attacks. That'll keep Alcid from attacking. This turn sucks, right? Oh. Good game. That's massive, right? It's not okay. The Spirit Dancer is tough. It's not good, that's for sure. Vanguard to avoid anything that's not exile. That's good. That is good. How do we survive this? 5 lands. We need 6. That would be a risk. The Absolution, if we can top deck a land, I think is our best bet. Doom Foretold is a safe bet. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we have Starfield Mystic. We could have taken Absolution. Rest in peace. Little misplay there. We wouldn't have been playing it this turn. And then the Vanguard would have survived that. So maybe that wouldn't have been a good play. Question mark. Oh, stop it. I think that's probably game regardless. Right? Going first with 4 lands. Mystic. Kaya. Alright. Intercept. We have a tutor as well. Sitting on 4 lands, dropping it already. What are we playing against? Elf, so we're going for our Ethereal Absolution as soon as possible. The elves +1/+1s are going to get to us. Let's nuke the 2/2. Dropping 4. Oh no. Okay, let's play our Doom. They have to sack the Shepherd, right? The token can't be sacrificed with Doom. Main phase collected company. Looking for those elves. Oh yeah. That is good for them. That's a lot of damage. Let's take our Absolution. The only bummer is they get to see it. They know it's coming next turn. They take the Deeproot Elite, the only thing that would survive the Absolution. So they almost want to use the Paradise Druid for ramp here, I guess. Because I would have definitely sacked the Druid as it dies to the Absolution anyways. Oh yeah, they definitely wanted to use the Druid. Final dev for 4. Everybody gets buffed up. Big hits, big hits. No blocks. This Archdruid has to go. We should have blocked, I guess. Ah, man, that's a bummer. So, we do draw the land. That saves us. Oh, it's 6. That's embarrassing. The double sack, I guess, is nice. Probably the Druid and the Archdruid. They could use mana quickly here first. We should have sacked our Doom there. I don't know why I didn't play that slower. Now we have to top deck another land. And even then, the Anthem effects beat us there. They don't like this idea, though, I guess. Really? Steel Leaf's gone. Getting hit for 6. They have unlimited mana. Even these tokens are elves. By keeping the Archdruid, they can dodge our Absolution. We need a field wipe off the top for any hope. Come on, field wipe. Let's set a stop. Say a prayer. Sack our 2 dooms. Jar field wipe. Not quite. Not quite. And this Archdruid saves them from our Absolution. Which again, we could have got out a turn earlier, but it wouldn't have mattered. We just didn't get to the field wipe like we wanted. It's a good game. We're getting close. It's just needing to prioritize those field wipes off the start. Getting hammered here. Woo! Woof. Land is bad. We have to toss it. This looks better. We're going to toss Athreos. That's a very heavy drop, so saving that for later. We're pretty slow here. Looking for a Doom Foretold. One. Ooh. I was sure that was going to be a growth spiral. Take a gander. Taking our Doom so we can Pact and then Doom on top of it. Let's try our Blessing first. They don't counter it. Interesting. Oh, we had the 1 left up. That's cool that we played the Blessing for 3 and not something for 4 that they could have countered. Ooh. Right? I like that. Let's try it again. Pact the negation, so they lose their next turn. Right? Let's just push another Blessing out. We're going to toss our last Reckoning. We have Extinction Events. Mystic in play. Let's try to play our Doom as well. Could be a counterspell. Growth Spiral. Into an Opt. Into a counterspell. Nice little string. It hits, that's nice. They have to discard, we get a 2-2. Gain 2 life. The bummer is our Treacherous Blessings remain in play. We just need another Doom Foretold, basically. We are both even. Arrow's odd. No harm, no foul. Well, I mean, it's a lot of draw and ramp, but we're gonna be okay. Taking 2 damage, though, is not good. Doubling down on the Blessings was too greedy. We could do a 3rd Blessing, but I think at that point we're just asking for it. 6 is even, which sucks. They take all 5 damage. Let's use Settle. Highlight our castle, like that's all we've got. Oh, the chip damage here sucks. We should have nuked it. They'll probably kill us just in chip damage from Niv. Especially since we did all of that damage to ourselves originally with the Blessing. Alright, we get to pick it up. We do lose 2 life. And then they send a pact our way. That's game. Unless we pull a field wipe, which I guess we have. I'm sure they can also just draw to close out the game. Having paid 0 for a pact and being able to use the rest of their mana instant speed. That's actually pretty cool, right? I'm glad I seen this. Crazy. Big woofs. 2 lands are not great, but we do have the Birth. Goblins is even worse. We need a field wipe. They didn't have a 2-drop. That could be good. Both of Kaya's in play. Still, we want a field wipe and another land. Matron's good. Ethereal Absolution from our sideboard if possible. Or I guess it's not in our sideboard. That's the main board. We just pull it out. Muxus. We have to kill the Prospector first. It makes mana. The Defender's good. They can negate the life gain. And they drop to 4. 2 away for Muxus. Ugh, gross. 1 less to cast. Let's nuke the War Chief. Ooh, we organically pull our Absolution. We have to kill the haste. Also, the cost reduction is really, really good. And now we just need to pull land. We need 2 more lands. Come on, man! They're 1 land away from their Muxus. That's never good. I think we Treacherous Blessing. Look for that land, make sure we hit it. A secondary Muxus? Wow. We get a land, that's nice. If we play the Birth, we have 3 left. And we guaranteed get our land. Playing the Birth first. We guaranteed get our land, but we're also maybe looking for a field wipe. Settle the Wreckage could come in handy here. Right? If they buff up the goblins, the Ethereal Absolution is no buenos. Alright, so there's still no Muxus here. Oh, wow. That's a big hit. The Ethereal Absolution does nothing. We have to use Settle the Wreckage. Nice. Right, it's the classic emote before Settle the Wreckage. Resolve. There's so much stuff. Secondary, nice. We must lure them in. The great equalizer. They have a secondary Muxus though, right? So we have to, again, immediately pull something to deal with that. They pull like an infinite amount of land. We'll play our Starfield Mystic first. Pretty good blockers. Let's see how this Muxus hits for the second time. Oh, Lord. Ethereal Absolution's so good! They still have a ton. You know, that ringleader just stacks the hands. Here comes the haste, right? And now Crinkle can hit. But at least will the Crinkle goblins survive? Or will they die once they're created before the +1/+1 gets put on them? No, they survive, because this should have died too, but it survived. Nice. This +1/+1 survives us. We need a field wipe off the top. We can probably grab it with Blessing. We have to go for it. Ouch. Can you imagine not playing field wipe? We gotta go for it again. Taking massive amounts of damage here. We don't get it? Are you serious? Ouch. That physically hurts my soul. How do you not pull a field wipe? That's incredible. Stop it. A casual 18 damage. It's gonna be less than they do to our face. Woo! Woohoo! I guess we should have wore our blue shirt today. We were ready to drop our Splendor, you know, on top. And the combination of our Absolution and Splendor is unbeatable, but big ouchies here, right? Stop it. I kind of want to get beat up. Alright, finale, we can keep it. Overwhelming Splendor is something that we normally search from our library with. Or for, with our tutor. Oh well. It's there. We'll just curve into 8. Casually. Ah, more goblins. What a great play experience. We have a Wrath. Let's see if we can get there on time. Pulling our 3rd land here. I mean, we could reckon if, you know, worst case scenario. That's what you need against these goblins, though, sadly. Wow, we might do it. I'm going for it. Right, we have to. There's no way we last another turn. Let's just take card advantage. We only have 3 cards in hand. One's a land, one doesn't have haste, so... I think we are getting revenge on the goblins! They're gonna get a nice hit here, though. Gaining the 2 life certainly does help. And we basically need them to whiff here. No power-ups. It's Castle Ardenvale. No! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Not good, right? And we need to pull a land? How do we not? How do you not pull your 4th land on 5 turns? That's game. Plenty of land in the deck. And even when we do have our wipes, and we pull land with our Birth of Meletis, we still can't get to it. Alright, finale for today. We finally have our field wipes. Watch it be a control matchup. Interesting. Looking for some exile as well. Two to the bottom. It's never bad. Doom Foretold in the house. Which encourages them to go really wide. And fall right into our trap. Resetting field state. Wow. Too bad you have to sacrifice that. I'll trade though. I'll sacrifice my Doom. We need one more match. That wasn't quite a finale. Woof. You know, we are struggling to get consistent wins within Historic playing our jank. I don't know why. I can't figure it out. We've just been having fun, you know, making original decks, just going into the Amonkhet cards, like, ooh, this looks cool, let's build around it. That's kind of our focus until Zendikar hits. We'll probably hit, you know, a couple more free-to-play decks and a couple more standard decks, some Brawl, but for the majority, it's going to be Historic, and I've got a lot of complaints, like, you got to put Historic in the title so I know what videos not to watch. Yeah, right. I'm going to trick you guys till the end of time. I'm going to make them say standard when they're Historic, if you keep on about it. You guys just don't like Historic content? I get it. You don't have the collection, so why watch videos for cards you can't play? But maybe that's exactly why you should watch the videos, to get a little bit of, you know, of that experience, whatever that word is. Not through you, but through someone else. So you still get to enjoy it, check out these new cool cards, and then just play your free-to-play decks as well. You know, at the end of the day, I do have to keep it fun for myself, right? To avoid burnout, because I'm working like 12, 14 hours some days. And if I'm not having fun, it does become a bit of a grind. So we're having fun, The insect deck from yesterday was a banger. I had so much fun playing that, and it was really, really cool. The same goes for the Nissa deck that we made as well. So we're really just trying to turn up the fun factor on Magic the Gathering Arena. You know, we had the announcement that mobile's coming soon, so don't worry, you guys. I love the free-to-play beginner community. You know, I'm just doing this for my soul. We're still going to trickle in the breadcrumbs for you to get you to here. And then we're really, once Zendikar hits, focusing on you guys as our primary goal and intention, right? So take care, farm your gold, get those wild cards, right? Get ready for Zendikar. It's going to be awesome. Don't forget to join the Discord. We've got lots of gems to give out. We gave out 120,000 gems just recently, and we have another 350k to give away. So you do not want to miss out on that. Free entry, cash tournaments, easy peasy lemon squeezy. Come compete to complete your collection. And you know, with all that being said, still waiting on the internet. Winter's here. Got the yard cleaned up. In snow, might have to cut the grass one more time. But, you know, just getting everything ready for winter because it is approaching quickly. And where did the summer go? I didn't get out once. Right? We're coming up close to 2 years consistent every single day working without a day off, which is incredible. I don't even know how that's a reality or possibility. Woof. And, you know, when you do think about that aspect of it, it's no wonder we are where we're at. We're almost at 11K, you know, 89 bottles of beer on the wall type situation. We're going for that 100K. We want it. And we're going to do whatever we have to get there. So whatever kind of content you guys are looking for, feel free to speak up. You know, as long as it's not labeling my videos with historic so you can't watch them. You know, even with that, I'm super receptive and I'm always listening. I'm never like that angry. The only time I get upset with comments is when they come from kind of that negative mindset where it's like, you're a trash player. Why do you do this for your life? And I mean, we live in a reality of mirrors, so that's how you're coming at me. I'm going to throw out my mirror and come right back with your own reflection. But regardless, typically this is a very wholesome channel. We had to have a lot of fun. We're doing personal development all the time in the Discord and stuff. And, you know, just trying to make sure that everybody's having fun, staying happy, and trying to be as healthy as they possibly can. It's really it. There's not much to it, right? And, you know, we've tried to begin kind of like a consulting agency for YouTube where we're helping other creators, no matter what genre they're in, get up and running so they can, you know, potentially do this for their life as well. Because I've got a fully running business in under 2 years, about 2 years. So, yeah, it takes time, but all great things do. So if you're ever interested in that, reach out and, you know, I'll help you get in the right direction there. So again, big shout out to all of our support. Everybody who continues to watch these videos, their time and attention is amazing. If you want to help support the channel, go throw on a playlist while you go to sleep. Let it reel out. You know, that just buffs up my engagement. Get a little bit of ad revenue as well. You know, if you want to throw the Twitch Prime on your boy, that's awesome. Most people have it. It's free. A little bit above and beyond that, you can go on the tier program for Twitch. We've got Patreon as well, so you can get some goodies. And then also the YouTube membership program. So the join button right below, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. You get a cool badge, so when you're in chat, people respect you more. You're part of the cool kids clan. Yeah, I mean, just random shenanigans. And a huge shout out to everybody who's supporting the channel. I think we've got like 60 financial supporters, average of like $2 each. So it's not that much. It's like an extra $100 and some a month. But if we can continue to grow that, you know, that does supplement a lot of my bills, or some of them. Eventually, right? If we can add a zero to that, that is a chunk that now adds to my ad revenue, which is great. And we're getting close to being able to go look for our own place. Maybe 6 months at tops, unless we can find somewhere cheap to rent. In which case we could probably do that, whatever. But we've got the cat, and most rentals don't really want the cat, and I get that. She's a little demon. So we just want to get you know, a nice place for ourselves where we can like nest in and just, you know, maybe make 3 videos a day for you guys, some shenanigans like that. You know, I never had expected to be doing this for a living, and I'm just incredibly grateful that I can. Woof, right? Big woofs, guys. We're looking for help. If you guys want to help the channel and the brand, you know, I can pay a little bit. I can't pay a lot, obviously. I barely make enough to survive as it is right now anyways. but we can potentially do some commission-based shenanigans. I'm looking for a website designer. I gotta get this e-commerce. I've got stuff to sell. I've got digital goods to be sold, you guys, but no time to build the website. So we're slowly putting time in on that, trying to find some external help, if you will, you know, maybe some internships, etc., etc. I can definitely repay you somehow. Maybe just not in money right now. Anyways, you know, a little bit longer of a closeout than normal. I want to add single target removal to the deck. I think that would be really good to hit up those planeswalkers. Again, just having fun within the historic queue, playing some jank decks. Check out the page for whatever other kind of content you want, right? We've got free-to-play, beginner shenanigans, historic, whatever you're interested in, we've got it for you guys at Hello Good Game. Let me pull the channel up for you really quick so I can show you what I'm talking about. Go ahead, subscribe, join, check out our greatest video here, 27,000 views. That's pretty cool. Our card farming guide has 40K, and then we've got free-to-play, beginner guides, standard decks, historic decks, brawl decks, tools, tips and tricks, and then a little bit of limited shenanigans as well. So no matter what you're looking for, we've got it here on the Hello Good Game homepage. Once you subscribe, you'll get us in your sideboard. You get a blue icon beside us twice a day, so you can always check in, and you'll always have new Magic the Gathering Arena content to check out, right? So thank you for your time and attention, all of your support. You're incredible. Everybody who's showing up and being kind, you know, that's amazing. Like, that's what I want to bring to you guys, is just that positive, super happy role model. And it's really awesome that you guys are actually showing up in the same form for myself, because I think we could all use a little bit more of that, right? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Go have yourselves an amazing, magical day. We'll see you later. Take care.